Hey, how you doing, my friend? Tobias Maskell here, and right now I'm in a beautiful place. You might be thinking I'm talking about this, and although it's gorgeous, it's not what I'm referring to. What I'm referring to is the beautiful place I'm at in my life. You see, a few years ago, things weren't quite the way I wanted them to be. Now, I'm experiencing more happiness, joy, love, peace, and any other positive emotion that a person can experience. And it's all because I took 4 pivotal steps and 4 things that happened in my life perfectly for me to help me get to the point where I'm at now. All right, now you might be thinking, why should I listen to this guy? Why is Tobias in front of me? And what does he really have to offer me? Well, pay attention for just a minute, okay? Because I, just like you, experienced a lot of anxiety and self-doubt. I wasn't confident. I didn't feel like I had a purpose. And, so many different emotions that I felt like my mind and life was like tormenting me from the inside. And although I had everything going on the outside, I was dying on the inside, right? If you were to look at my, social media, you'd be like, he's got everything. But no, I was missing the point. The point of life is not to accumulate stuff. It's to enjoy and to give back and to have a purpose. Now, a lot of people I talk to, and the reason for these videos is that so many people don't know why they're here. They don't feel like they have a purpose here. And just like you, I used to struggle with that. I went searching one time, okay? Left Canada to go to Southeast Asia for 6 months because I needed to just figure my life out, right? Even though I had it all kind of going on, I was missing everything. So I went traveling for 6 months, and as you can imagine, this changed everything for me. It changed my entire outlook on life. I realized there's so much more to life than just making money, which is what I was doing at the time. I had a high-paying job, but that was it. I was only wealthy in one area of life. I was not wealthy in relationships, in happiness, in love, and joy, and peace. I was only wealthy in money, right? And although money's great, I believe money's very powerful and it's awesome. Nothing against having money. I just believe now that wealth is much more than having money, okay? If you were able to have all the money in the world, all the relationships in the world, right? Good friends, a girlfriend, a boyfriend, a wife, a dog, a cat, whatever your, perfect life looks like. If you could have it all, right, which I believe you can, wouldn't you much rather have that than just be, happy kind of in one area of life? I think you would agree. So I've been through a major shift in the last 3 or 4 years, and I think it's because of a 4-step kind of process, right? There was 4 pivotal points in my life in the last 3 years that helped me get to where I'm at now, right? That helped me discover my purpose on this planet. That helped me understand how to overcome my self-destructive thoughts and to not get so down on myself and to become a confident leader who can stand up in front of crowds and speak without even planning a speech. That's something I just did. That was a huge fear of mine, and that's a big fear of other people. I walked out in the Toastmasters Club and spoke in front of 20 people without really even planning my speech. This act alone has built so much confidence within me and helped me overcome so many of my fears that it's transformed me, right? And it wasn't until I did a few things and started to really shift what I believed about the world and how I behaved and how I was showing up in the world that things outside started to change, right? Because right now you're at this point you're at right now in your life based on what you know, what you believe, and who you've been showing up as in the world. That's gotten you there, gotten you here right now, right? So if you want to do something differently, if you want your life to look different, you have to change how you show up, how you think, what you believe about the world, and what you do through, what are your daily habits. You have to completely transform as a person in order for your life out here to transform. And it wasn't until I started to take these steps, you know, go through this uncomfortable transformation that I finally am relaxed. I'm at peace. I'm present. I'm not worried about what people think. I'm not worried about that thing that I said to that person the other day that they might have taken as an offense and now they're telling my mom. No, none of that matters. What matters is that I'm here right now beside this beautiful lake filming this video to help people. And it feels good. And I'm doing it because I love doing it. It allows me to be creative. And so, right, I can digress a little bit here, and I'll try not to, but the point is that I took 4 necessary steps and 4 pivotal points in my life to get me here, to experience what life really has to offer. And so I wanted to share those 4 steps with you in a video series called Total Personal Freedom. And throughout these videos, I'm going to share with you exactly what happened, what I did about it, and how I can guide and direct you to find the same sort of occurrences in your life to help you, live a purpose-driven life, where you wake up every day and you're inspired to do what you want, right? Where work doesn't feel like work anymore, where you love what you do, and where you have amazing friendships, amazing relationships, both love and friendship, and where you can do whatever you want with whoever you want, whenever you want. And I believe that is closer than you think, and you are more capable of having that than you are not. It all comes down to what you think up here, and that's what's going to change for you. You are going to change from the inside out. Now, it's not going to be comfortable, right? Over the last 3 years, I've made a lot of sacrifices, and things have really changed for me. I got rid of all the old stuff, right? I peeled off the layers of who I used to be to become this person. And that transformation is very uncomfortable. It's like a caterpillar transforming into a butterfly. The caterpillar thinks it's going into its death, but really what's happening is it's going into its rebirth. And you are that caterpillar. Your old self is now going to die, right? I don't mean that in like a negative way or in like, but the old self of you needs to go. Right? You need to step into your true power and who you truly are at the core and why you were born right now to be here with me to change this planet. You've been born at a pivotal point in the life of this world. The world needs you. We need you. This is a calling not to just transform you, but to transform the world, starting with you. So go ahead and click the button below here. Right? I'm very passionate, and I made these videos with, I poured my heart and soul into these for you to help you become the person you want to be, right? Because you have a vision somewhere inside of you. You're thinking, what if I was like that person? What if I had that quality trait? Like, what would your life look like if you were the person that you could, that you think you might be able to be? It's probably a pretty cool feeling, isn't it? Waking up every day. If it's your dream to just travel the world and, build schools, imagine that. Imagine if you were actually doing that. Can you feel what that's like? Well, hold on to that feeling, because now it's about to change, and that's going to pull you, that feeling and that vision is going to pull you towards that life, and the steps in between will naturally arise, and they will happen perfectly as they should. It might not all make sense at the time, but looking back, based on my experience, I look at all the stuff, the negative things I've been through, and they were all perfectly there for me to help me become the person I am now to now help you. So I'm the person that's showing up in your world, the person I needed when I was starting out 3 years ago. So go ahead, click that button, get the 4-part video series, as well as a little bonus for those who watch all the way till the end. Your life will never be the same. All you have to do is make that decision right now.